Man, Rooster, it's gotta be 5 o'clock somewhere. Stupid.
Welcome back, everybody.
You know.
This is that show.
I'm Bishop.
Rooster.
101 time.
101. And sit down, grab your textbooks. We got a lesson to teach.
And today's lesson is beer. Beer 101.
Dude, it feels like I've been in school for my whole life. Because I have been. It's like, Jesus, I want to get this shit over with already.
Yeah, well, I think a big part of that is like this thing they call procrastination.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. This thing they call fucking around and wasting your whole first 2 years. Like, yeah. As soon as I moved out of my house and I was out on my own, nobody could make me do anything. I was like, I'm not doing shit. I'm not going to class. I'm fucking sitting in my room, getting high and playing 2K all day. But now
That didn't work out.
Yeah, nope, that didn't work out.
No.
Now I'm in my 6th year of college. I probably still got another year and a half left. But
Just add it, just round it out for the 2, and then you can just go for your doctorate.
yeah, right. I wish it worked that way. They're like,
is there a PhD after that?
right? I wish they were like, you've been here for 8 years, so you just get it,
Right?
regardless.
Honorary. I mean, they hand them out to everybody else. No, it's
Right.
It's a little badge of honor. It's a little sticker we give to people. Pat them on the ass.
Right.
Good job. You did it.
Right. I feel like Van Wilder, except for, I guess exactly like Van Wilder. I'm not actually getting anything fucking done. I'm just staying in school to fuck around.
Oh, I've known people that have been in school for years and years and years and years and
Yeah.
years, only to come out with like the most simple degree. Like
An arts degree.
Yeah,
or some
you could have
shit.
come out with that in 2 years. You just wasted 22 years, 6 months, and 9 hours of your time.
And $200,000.
For a photography degree.
Unless you're fucking Peter Parker taking pictures of Spider-Man, I don't think that's gonna pay off.
I don't think so. But no, I mean, yeah, it's that time again. It's the fall, and a lot of the schools are back in, colleges are in.
Dude, they fucking finally stopped with all the COVID bullshit.
Oh no, because next is monkeypox.
Oh, I've heard about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna walk around in a full body condom pretty soon. Pretty sure you're gonna look like Dustin Hoffman from Outbreak.
Yeah.
Going wherever you want. Everybody's gonna look like a bunch of goddamn minions
Right.
with their little hazmat suits on.
Right, for real though.
And then all the other bacterias and stuff that they're popping up. I mean, like polio in New York is like just popping up everywhere.
Polio?
Yeah.
Isn't we had a cure for polio for like 60 years?
Yeah, apparently somebody wanted to bring it back. They found an old 8-track. They wanted to play the song one more time. I don't know. This is what's crazy right now. It's like there's so many distractions going on in the world. It's hard as, an individual, I'm sure for you, but as a parent, me trying to focus, things and get my kids back on track is just like, pay attention. Screw that squirrel. Pay attention. I understand, but you remember the real world that happened, previous to COVID.
Do you remember school?
I remember. You remember. It is so bad. It is so bad. And then you just put in all the other, economic and social things that are going on. It's just like, we were just talking about how I'd watch that show, Bill Burr's new comedy special, Red Rocks.
Yeah.
Bill Burr is one of my favorites anyways.
Oh, yeah.
He is so damn animated. But this one was like really particularly like landed a lot of like hard points. Like I could relate to a lot of what he was talking about. And so watching this one and then thinking about, my the past 20 years of raising kids and things like that, and I'm like, holy shit. No wonder I get purple in the face. He and I are on the same page.
Right?
No kidding.
That red motherfucker knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, interesting. Good for you. But if you get a chance, watch it. It's his new Netflix special. It'll have you in stitches. It literally had me laughing so hard twice that I almost pissed myself.
You watched it over again?
No, like there's 2 different times in the special.
Oh, where you were pissing yourself.
I laughed so hard,
Okay.
I actually had to pause it because I was afraid I was going to hyperventilate.
That's hilarious.
So,
I love that motherfucker. He's so funny.
He's something else, man. It's like, he did that special, what was it, Paper Tiger? I think that was one of his. And that's where, I mean, I'd seen some of his stuff before, but I believe it was Paper Tiger. And that just had me in stitches. And since then, I've watched all his stuff. And,
yeah.
And it's funny because, like, if you watch it when he does, like, some of his sitcom stuff or acting, you can see in his face, even though he's doing his best not to show it, like, when the anger is, like, literally, like, boiling behind his eyes, you're like, oh, I know that look.
Oh, I know that look. You're like, I've experienced that every day.
It's right there, and they kept it on film. That's interesting. See how this, it's kind of like that jackass in that clear cage and that great white busting through it and ripping it to pieces.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, this is a good idea, right? this is fine.
Right?
This is fine.
Rolling around in that cage with that great white, like, that shit was fucking crazy. I've been swimming with sharks.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Involuntarily.
Involuntarily?
Yeah.
See, mine was voluntarily.
Yeah. They actually had me in a white wetsuit.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't look like a seal?
Yeah. You know the story.
Yep, we talked about this.
You know this story.
Yep. I didn't need a white wetsuit. I'm pale as can be, so I was just being me.
Yeah. I'll never do that again. It's definitely not on the bucket list.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that again.
Right.
I'm kind of excited. I think the tail end of this year is going to be really interesting because, you know, everybody's back in school. I don't know what's going to happen with lockdowns as people get sick again and the flu starts spreading and all that kind of good jazz.
Did you see the new COVID guidelines that CDC released? And they were basically saying treat unvaccinated and vaccinated people exactly the same, and that, like, you know, it doesn't really matter. You know, stay away from people if you're sick, and it's like basic shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
yeah. You know, your
individual responsibility?
What is it?
What?
5 days after your first positive symptom, you know, from that point on, for 10 days, you're supposed to wear a mask. But if you don't show any symptoms after the first 10 days of your sickness, then you can go back out right in regular public while still wearing a mask. It is like, who thinks of this stuff?
Dude.
Can there just be a clear, concise list that we could actually all just say, yeah, that makes sense?
Right.
Other than the fact that, hey, wash your fucking filthy hands.
Right.
If you're sick,
don't
eat
go
chicken
outside.
soup.
That's what I'm saying. It's
go
like,
home.
It's like fucking common fucking sense.
Wait a minute.
And now it's like,
Wait a minute. So, didn't we do that for the flu?
Right? Wasn't that already common fucking knowledge?
Yeah.
But what blows my mind is now they're treating it like it's the fucking flu when 2 years ago people were losing their jobs and their fucking livelihood because they wouldn't get the shot, and now it's like, oh, doesn't matter either way, whatever. It's like, it's so fucking crazy.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't feel like that they're done. You know, with all these, you know, the way that they keep focusing on things like the monkeypox and things like that, and polio and these other sicknesses and bacteria they keep finding. The thing I want to know is that if I were a young person like you and I was in college, right? Being that until this happened, you never even knew about those other things happening until COVID became the thing.
About other, like, pandemics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as for me, though, you know, growing up, and you'd I know it sounds crazy, but you'd read about it in a paper.
Whoa!
But,
on
a
what?
Yeah. Or in a magazine. You would have some sort of knowledge of, like, different areas of the world that were experiencing things like this. So my question is that, are what we are experiencing now more prevalent than they used to be? Or is it just because it's
more known because
they're putting it front stage because they're still creating this environment of fear?
Yeah.
Right? So you let us know. Ask us. We'll research it. I'm not saying I'll have the right fucking answer, but National Geographic might.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a global plot to keep us in fear, or if it's just that's what fucking pushes headlines. That's what sells news is people being scared. You know, it's like it's the strongest emotion, fear and love. It's like,
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you would think that there's got to be some purpose behind it. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, something like monkeypox, where it's actually, you know, they're recording cases now and it's popping up in multiple states, and we're not going to go into, you know, all the details about that disease and sickness. But yeah, I mean, well, you got to think about it very well could be a very serious thing because, you know, if it turns out to be where instead of just direct contact with that individual, if it does mutate and goes airborne,
Yeah.
like you think about the whole aspect again. Now we're back to essential workers. Retail slows down to a halt. Like education slows down to a halt.
Supply chain.
Everything.
Yeah.
Right? Because, you know, you're going to walk. It's just like what happened with the vid. And, you know, you're walking down an aisle at the supermarket and you hear somebody sneeze and like the haylock system goes off with disinfectant. Right? Because everybody's has now ducked.
Everybody screams
and doing the nuclear explosion like test where they're just trying to, you know, make sure their back is irradiated first before the bomb hits them. You know, it's like the weirdest like breakdown in society, but yet it's still continuing.
Yeah.
I mean, for you in college, you have got to see some really crazy shit. Just like walking from class to class. Like, just the people that you see.
Are you talking about
each individual?
The protesters or the people in hazmat suits?
Yeah, I mean, all the shit. It's like, it's got to be better than going to the circus.
And it only costs you 10 grand a semester.
Perfect. And it doesn't include your meal card.
Right. Yeah, no, luckily this year, I don't think I told you, I signed up for all online classes this year.
Look at this guy.
So I don't even have to go into the fucking place.
Look at this guy.
But my sole reason, I like going to class and you know, talking to people and socializing, but my sole reason was the 2 hours of driving every day to Denver was just... It literally made me such an angry person because everyone on the road...
And you wonder why I tell you I get nervous when I have to drive in that town. It is literally like trying to go into like a combination of like a NASCAR race and the Thunderdome for Mad Max. It's like the skulls are chasing you and you don't know how to get anywhere without like throwing somebody off the road, right? Or, you know, just totally taking everything that's
People
theirs.
don't realize that they're driving a 2-ton fucking missile and that you can fucking slam into somebody and kill them.
Yeah.
But it's nice now that I'm driving that truck. I'm not in my little tiny beater anymore, so...
Yeah. Well... We won't go too much into that.
Can't give away our personal information.
It's just that thing can cause some serious damage.
Yup. Yeah, I'd rather be the hammer than the nail. That's for sure.
I don't know. It depends on the situation, I guess. It's like one of those things. Is that one you want to limp away from, or is that you want to go all in?
You just want to go all in. Right? That's what my dad always says. He's like, when I go out, I'm going to fucking hit the brick wall at 120 miles an hour. So I don't even see it coming.
I don't know. This is a whole new chapter for us because we're literally 101. We are back. We've been away for a little while. There's definitely been a lot of things going on, you know, on both sides. I got to keep telling myself fingers are my friends because I did try and...
Keeps trying to cut them off for some reason.
You know, I don't know. Maybe I don't need one. That's the universe trying to tell me. Just don't take my thumbs. I mean,
as long as I got opposable thumbs and at least a pointer,
I mean,
at least one of the others.
I can get away with some of those lobster claw things you see that, you know. But I don't know. Work has been crazy. You've been doing a lot of side activities.
Yep.
I mean, there's been a lot of races going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you guys want to watch some drag races, my dad's YouTube channel, Aces and Eights Drag Team. Mm-hmm. We've been doing that too. It's been super cool.
Leave a link down below.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll throw a link in the description. It's super cool.
But yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And then this coming year, there's just me personally, you know, professionally, I have so much on my plate in the next 6 months. That I literally am glad I don't have any more hair. Because
I'd be pulling it out.
My stress level is already at the max. And I haven't even got out of the gate yet. I'm like, somebody stop me.
At least your boss acknowledged it.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
it's like,
go home.
Go home.
Get some sleep.
Go home. You've been working too much. What are you on? Like 27 hours now?
Right.
Like
only got 7 fingers left. We
need to preserve the rest. We'll be right back after a refill. It's been great to see you guys. We'll be right back.
See you soon. That does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to, you know, That's Joe.